This is going to be my first attack in this war, and I'm going to attack the Global Age base number 10. And the main problem of this base is that it has a bazooka tower, and so it actually kind of dictates my attack plan for this base. So the main target is to obviously destroy this bazooka tower. It also has quite a well, rather industrial age upgraded defensive buildings, and high level generals, so I really don't want to fight them. Also a very well located Acropolis, boosting probably all of the defensive buildings, defender spawning buildings. Also it has a forbidden city, so all in all it's quite a tough layout, I would say. But the main thing here is obviously the bazooka tower, and what I will try to do here is to, I want to know its range. I believe it's 10. Hopefully it is 10. So what I would want to do, I don't want to sabotage it before I deploy my troops, because actually that was my initial plan, to sabotage it before I will start deploying my troops. Then deploy my troops with a wall miner to speed up breaking the wall, and then rally on top of the bazooka tower. Then instantly use the blitzkrieg, put a decoy on top of the castle, because actually blitzkrieg is necessary here because a lot of defenders spawning buildings here and I don't really want to fight them. I will disable the first bunker near the bazooka tower with my SAB, but the second bunker, all of these tank depots and everything, and the castle, I don't really want to fight all those defenders. So using the SAB, using the decoy on top of the castle to distract all of the mortars, and also using the power of gladiators on top of my troops here is my initial plan. So that is what I wanted to do, but now I understand that I can actually first deploy my troops, at least the main one, like my cannons, and probably even probably shooters, and then only disable the bazooka tower, because deploying troops is quite a time consuming, and I was not sure that 19 seconds would be enough to deploy all of my troops, deploy the wall miner and break the wall and destroy the bazooka tower. Actually, one more thing that is kind of tricky is that ideally I would like to kill this cannon tower before deploying my wall miner, because it can be killed by it, but I will basically have no choice. I'll have to deploy it. I will deploy him the last. So I will deploy my cannon towers, then my shooters, and then probably cannons, then healing cards, then shooters, just in case bazooka is gonna start firing. Also this tower is gonna be firing, so I don't want to lose cannons, so healing cards second, and then so I will deploy them just at the edge of the forest, so to be sure they're outside of the range of the bazooka tower. And as soon as they destroy these, I will use the SAB on the tower, because actually one hit and I'm done. If it shoot, I'm done. Basically all of my main army are gonna be wiped out. Well, so that is the plan, and all the rest is gonna be the same. So I will deploy my troops, use the SAB, maybe even I will deploy my shooters first, just not to let the cannons destroy all these buildings too fast, and not so that don't move towards the bazooka tower. So probably the shooters first, healers, cannons, so the regular deployment procedure, and then wall breaker. Hopefully by this time they're gonna destroy the tower and the cannon tower, and using the SAB, rallying on top of the bazooka tower. Probably I will use, no, it actually makes no sense. I will anyway need to, I wanted to first use the decoy like here to distract this mortar and probably the stronghold, not wasting the blitzkrieg really early in the battle, but it makes little sense. All of my armor are going to be here, and all these buildings are going to be inside reach of these, so hopefully they will, given the power of the gladiators, they will destroy the town center, the bunker, this mortar, and hopefully the castle before anything spawns from there. So yeah, I will use the blitzkrieg right away. Yeah, I will place the decoy right on top of the castle. After this, actually, I will be kind of done with this part, and I will place my heavy mercs here, my generals on this side, and also my collision troops also on this side, and we'll place my donated troops like somewhere here, or maybe somewhere here, so that they just add some damage here. So that is the plan. Kind of tricky to execute it correctly, because all this I'll have to do a lot of things in the very beginning. So obviously the crucial part is to sabotage the bazooka tower in time, to deploy my wall miner in time, use the rally, use the blitzkrieg and the decoy to distract this mortar, because it can also heavily damage my army. So okay, anyway, let's give it a try. The plan is kind of good. If I do it all right, it should work. It's always kind of dangerous stuff with bazooka tower, because a mistake will really cost you a lot. I cannot wait. Oh, I received another howitzer. Very well. I couldn't wait to receive it, but just perfectly received it in time. So let's go. I did breathe. I already need to execute things perfectly. And one of the important part is to locate my screen so that I can deploy my troops and use the SAB, kinda not moving the screen and not dragging the troop bar. Okay, let's give it. Let's go. Oh, that's bad. They didn't use the path I made for them, but rather which is really bad, but still it is going not so bad. The only problem is that I was not able to destroy the town center in time. well, by in time I mean, oh, I actually misclicked and deployed my troop cars, but it's actually quite a useless one. Some planes here and there, so it actually is going pretty well. So I was able to get 50% quick victory instead of destroying the town center. Let's kill those tanks and kill all this shit here and there. So gonna be absolutely fine. Nice timing. So I was even able to destroy it below 2 minutes. So actually the problem was that my troops didn't use the didn't use the hull that my wall swapper made, and decided to go around the walls and try to kill it from there. And actually it only worked, I believe, because there were no traps, because actually these places in the corners of the walls are the perfect places to locate your traps for such a layout, and this guy was just not smart enough to locate traps there. So a barbed wire in this corner where all of my troops were standing shooting at the bazooka tower would actually ruin my attack, because you know, when your troops deal like 45% of the damage, it really ruins your attack. But this guy was just not smart enough to locate traps there, and obviously like a couple of spike traps or landmines would really just destroy all of my troops instantly. So I was kind of unlucky that my troops didn't use the hole in the wall, and actually I should have probably deployed my wall miner before that, because they had a path to there and to attack without breaching the wall, and they used it. But if the breach was at the moment I rallied them, they probably would have used them. So it was my mistake, but it was my luck that there were no traps in there. So anyway, 5 stars. Thank you guys. See you for the second attack. It's going to be a very close war, and I will not have I will not have my regular tactics because I'm upgrading my war academy. So see you next time, guys. Bye.